Yeah, last time you got me on like a unicycle, your family.
Yeah.
A unicycle?
Yes.
What is this, 1890?
Yeah.
Yes, his family got me on a unicycle last year.
I didn't know they still made those.
Yeah.
You only see
There's a video of
bears
me
riding them in
somewhere.
circuses.
There's a video of me somewhere, and I almost eat it.
A unicycle with one wheel.
One wheel,
Wait a
guys.
second. Were you also? Did you also have a handlebar mustache and everything was in black and white?
That's
Kinda.
right.
This is the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Over 1,000 episodes strong. A daily recap of everything you missed.
All right. Thanksgiving dinner is over. You want people to leave your house. What do? Zach, you said your mom had a plan?
My mom is pretty brilliant when it comes to this. Honestly, whenever she's ready for people to leave, she just starts like packing like to-go containers. And so she'll like start doing the dishes and then she'll start packing to-go containers of like, here, this is for you to take home. And I'm like, okay, I guess it's time for me to leave.
Nobody's going to sit there on the couch with like a big thing of Tupperware on their lap, right?
She just literally sends leftovers and she's like, all right, here you go. And I'm like, okay, bye. Good to see you.
That's subtle, yeah.
Very subtle, but at least you leave with something.
Yeah.
It's clear.
When my mom was ready for everybody to leave the house, aunts and uncles and people that we had over, she would just announce, hey, whoever's left, come help with the dishes. And walk out to the living room to crickets.
That'll definitely clear the place out very quickly.
Tumbleweeds rolling past.
Exactly.
Yeah, nobody's been there for a while. I'm thinking about I've got an idea. All right, I got to think this out.
Okay. All right. Anything you'd like to share, we'd love to hear from you, 615-737-9107. If you text us, make sure you include your name so we can give you a shout-out. But this has no signature, but it says, my wife was sick a few weeks ago, and I secretly recorded her throwing up.
Oh.
My plan is to play that from the stereo in the bedroom where people can hear. If all goes planned, everyone should clear out rather quickly.
I mean, that's pretty brilliant.
Oh my God!
Wow,
Thinking ahead.
That's devious, next level stuff.
It
That
doesn't
is,
feel
yeah.
good. We gotta go.
Yeah, if you hear something from the other room, you're going, okay, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's time to go.
Where are our coats? Got a text from Jason in Smyrna saying, I crank up the heat to 85.
Okay.
That gets people to leave.
People are like, God, it's hot.
Right? Or, I mean, or you could go the other way. It's freezing.
I know, yeah.
Really, I'm fine.
Freeze them out or burn them out.
Yeah. I saw this one when I was like looking through some different texts and tweets from it.
Yeah.
And this one person said you can always fake setting your house on fire. And I'm like, okay, that's a little
extreme.
dramatic.
Yeah.
Then everybody has to leave.
Even
Yeah.
for Zach, that's dramatic. So that's saying something.
And then
Right.
a firefighter has to show up.
Yeah.
Darn, a hot firefighter
Okay.
on Thanksgiving? Meow.
God.
Zach, that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
What you just said.
Now I want to set my house on fire.
You've taken it to an unnecessary level.
I'm just not even
Yes.
going to allow you to keep it there. You know what I would do? Because I have the app right on my phone that controls it, is I would just shut off the internet to the house.
Shut off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. That's a good
TV
idea.
goes off.
Everything goes
Phones don't work.
They
Yeah,
have
that
to
works
just-
if you're in a really bad zone. Because, like, if your Wi-Fi is off, you could still use the internet on your phone.
Right.
You just
the
have to be, like, in a
5G.
bad... Yeah, you'd have to be in a bad spot
Right.
for it to really, really work.
Yeah.
But I think once, like, whatever the streaming music you've got playing on the speakers or
Right.
the football game
Shuts
you've got
off.
on TV,
TV goes
shuts off.
yeah, and people are just
forget
forced
it.
to have conversations and look at each
Oh,
other.
no.
Yeah, that's awkward.
That's horrifying.
That does.
Oh, that's too bad.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. This is kind of a cool story. A lot of times when the animal shelter will get overrun or if there's an emergency in a town and they don't know what to do with all the dogs that they have, they'll fly them other places. Like they'll send them to the Nashville Humane Association.
Yeah.
There was a flight that was going from somewhere in the southern part of the country to Wisconsin, and it was a twin-engine prop plane, 3 people on board and 53 dogs, and it crashed on the fairway of a golf course.
Wow.
Luckily, everybody was okay. All the dogs and all the pilots, everybody was
good.
fine. And all the first responders that came to help them all fell in love with the dogs, and they've been called the Western Lake Loves, and all of them have been adopted, mostly by some of the first responders that showed up.
Oh, that's great.
That's so cute.
I
And
love
thankfully
that.
they're all okay. 'Cause that's so scary.
No kidding. But yeah, they have their forever homes now, which
Yeah.
is very cool. Ricky, what you got?
Bad news if you like Charlie Brown is what I got because for the first time in more than 50 years, a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving is not going to be on cable TV.
I had no idea that it existed.
It's going to be on Apple TV Plus.
Okay.
Same thing with a Charlie Brown Christmas, which everybody tends to watch every year.
That was a big one, along with the Great Pumpkin.
Yes. So if you're not a subscriber to Apple TV Plus, it's okay. You're going to be able to watch the Thanksgiving one from tomorrow through Sunday.
Okay.
For free. No problem. They're not taking it entirely away from us. And then same thing with Christmas. You'll be able to watch it from December 22nd to December 25th on Apple TV Plus without a subscription.
Okay.
All right.
So letting you get in the spirit.
Yeah, so it could be a way worse situation than it is, but still kind of weird. It's like a little sad in a way. Because it's always on cable TV.
It's a childhood
Yeah.
memory.
Good. Okay.
Jim?
Well, we quite often will tell you stories about Memphis, and those stories are not always the best. But today, we're going to continue that because a Walmart in Memphis was robbed by 20 people simultaneously.
Good God.
Wow.
News stories are calling them shoplifters. I don't call this shoplifting. I call this storming a store and stealing. It happened at a Walmart, I guess, in the Memphis area at 8:50 at night, which means they're open, right? But they went over to the automotive entrance that is usually closed by that time, smashed through some windows, and grabbed flat screen TVs, shop vacs, car batteries, Black Panther toys. They say 20 people all then went through the window and just stormed the place and stormed out.
Did they get away?
Yeah. They're looking for 20 random people.
That's wild.
And just out of habit, Mike Pence is hiding somewhere. They all stormed in.
My God. It's just, yeah.
That's awful. Woody and Jim in the morning, 107.5 The River. Reality TV stars caught by the law.
Todd and Julie Chrisley, a.k.a. the stars of Chrisley Knows Best, they were convicted of tax fraud back in June. And so they finally had the legal sentencing yesterday.
Yeah, up till now, they've just been under mansion arrest.
And I guess that Todd was actually given 12 years in jail, and Julie was sentenced to 7 years in jail. And prosecutors are calling it the 15-year fraud spree. So just so you are caught up on like kind of what they did, apparently they falsified like documents to get $30 million in bank loans. And then they defaulted on more than $20 million worth of debt whenever they declared bankruptcy in 2012.
Wow.
And they were also accused of concealing millions of dollars that they earned from their show, Chrisley Knows Best.
Right.
So there's just a whole bunch of like
mess.
tax fraud
Will they
that was
continue
going
the
on.
show in prison?
Honestly, I hope
Hopefully they
so.
do.
That would make it worth watching, honestly.
Chrisley knows the exercise yard.
He's going to learn something real quick, real fast. Son.
But this has been going on forever.
Yeah, it's been happening for a long time, like years upon years, and that's why they're calling it a 15-year fraud spree.
Crazy.
Wow.
They were just living the best life for like 15 years and just lying about
And
it.
you know at that point that the person does not care that it's wrong. 15 years of it,
Yeah.
like you woke up every day and chose to do that.
Every single day. And so the accountant that apparently was part of this, he was also sentenced to 3 years in prison. So, I mean, I guess we'll see what actually happens.
Right.
Because unfortunately, the rich white people, we'll see what actually happens if they'll actually go to jail or not.
But are they actually rich, though, since they defrauded everybody for millions of dollars that they couldn't pay back?
I mean, apparently not.
So, looks like they may
they'll-
actually stay in jail.
They'll all write books.
Yeah, they'll write books. They'll make millions on it. It is what it is. Love that for them. They live here in Nashville now. Yay us. Whoop-de-doo-doo-doo.
Pretty much sums it all up. Whoop-de-doo-doo-doo.
Whoop-de-doo-doo-doo.
Woody and Chip in the morning, 107.5 The River is a helpful tip. People were sharing their strategies to get people out of the house. If you're hosting Thanksgiving dinner and you want them to leave, what do you do? Janet texted and said, I like to bring out the Christmas tree and ask if anybody wants to help decorate.
Oh, yep.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'd be running too.
I'm out of there.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
go.
Especially if she's very particular about the way that she decorates a tree, like my mom. Very particular.
I have a good way to get Ricky out of your house. Hide the booze.
Oh my God.
Put it in that cabinet above the fridge where she can't reach it.
but you're tall enough to
It's just
reach it.
rude.
Exactly.
See, there you go.
Just rude.
But I also think you knew about this because it's also your way or somebody else's way to get you out of the house.
Right.
Yeah, we're out of tequila. I'm going home.
Yeah.
You know where there is tequila?
My
Home.
house.
It's your house. You go drink it there.
Woody and Jim in the morning on 107.5 The River.
Ricky, what's making us happy?
This adorable story that happened at B&A. A little boy or girl had accidentally left behind their stuffed animal.
Oh, that happens a lot.
Yeah, it's a little blue elephant. Its name is Blue.
Oh, little Blue.
So Little Blue was left behind by accident. They found Little Blue, and before giving Blue back to its proper owner, they decided to show the little elephant around B&A. So they posted on their Twitter pictures of Blue in the cockpit of a plane, hanging out with the entertainment, like somebody who's singing and playing guitar.
Right.
Yeah.
They met the canine unit, so they got to snuggle with the doggies. And then Blue saw what it was like to book a flight and work at the front desk. It's really, really sweet. I'll post the pictures. They did say that this was all before giving Blue back.
Right.
So Blue got to go home
Blue
after
went
his
home, yes.
Blue is
adventure.
home safe and sound. Okay.
Blue was given back to its original owner, and then they were never able to find their way out of the ever-changing traffic pattern of B&A.
We're waiting in the cell phone lot for Blue for hours.
That's really cool, though. That's sweet.
cute.
It's adorable.
Yeah, so it's making us happy this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River. Of course, we're all about Taylor Swift.
My daughter and her friends at work were able to get tickets when
Really?
they went on sale.
Nice.
She's one of the few.
right.
I know. I keep telling her, I say, you have no idea how lucky you are.
Yeah,
She
you
goes,
should play the
I
lottery.
know. We've all seen, the outrage. And. So, like, they're all friends that she works with. So they sit and have lunch together. And they're all going to go to the concert together. Right? But
Wasn't that just cute?
every day,
So adorable.
every day, like at lunch, she said, somebody brings up the fact that, tickets are going for an outrageous amount of money. Mm-hmm. And every day, the conversation at the table for lunch is, but we're never going to sell them. We're going to go because we're fans. But
There's a big butt coming.
secretly, my daughter says, like, okay, if you were an outsider and were able to peek inside the minds of the people that are at the table, their minds are doing something different. Could you hit the next music, Woody? Because it's the mind music.
Oh, this is intense.
I don't want my mind to ever sound like this.
Their eyes are darting at each other, going, okay, when we get to the concert, one of us is gonna sell the tickets, and there's gonna be a stranger sitting amongst us. Who's gonna be the sellout?
This is a very Jesus moment. Like, one of you will betray me.
Exactly. I know. I sit to her and I go.
That's actually really messed up. That's exactly what it's like.
Who's gonna be the Judas?
Who will
in this
be the
group?
Judas of the Taylor Swift concert?
Yo, if it were me, I would be the first one to sell out. I've seen how much they're selling for.
They're selling for an insane amount of money.
Yeah.
Crazy money.
So on the
I
outside,
feel bad, though.
They're all holding hands at the table, singing their favorite Taylor Swift songs, but in their minds, this music is playing, going, which one of you will betray?
Ew.
I can't wait to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And
We have months that we have to wait,
this is
though.
going to happen for so long.
That's right.
It's going to be so good because they're not going to admit it. They're going to say, like, I got sick, so I sold
Yep.
it. And that's why that, creepy guy was there instead of me.
Well, we still have a chance for you to win tickets. We're doing this all this week. You go to 1075theriver.com and give us your name and phone number. That's all you got to do.
Super easy.
And then starting bright and early Monday morning, the Monday after Thanksgiving, we start calling out names. If we call your name, you get 10 minutes and 7 seconds to call us. You'll win Midnights on vinyl.
Yep.
And you'll be in the running to win tickets and a signed guitar.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Which you can go to the concert or you can, buy a yacht. Whichever way works for you.
It's time for men and women to answer questions for gender wars.
All right, representing the ladies the world over, we have Beth in Hendersonville. Hello, Beth.
Good morning.
Hey,
Good morning.
girl.
Good luck. For the guys, we have Spencer in Smyrna. Hello, Spencer.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, let's get acquainted with our contestants today, starting with Spencer this time. What's the last new thing that you tried?
A different fishing technique.
And how did it work out for you?
It didn't work out too good.
Oh, no.
Hey, at least you tried. You win some, you lose some, Spencer.
Not going back
Can't
to
run a
that.
mile.
Beth, what about you? What's the last new thing you tried?
I'm always trying new recipes. So the latest thing I tried to make was Italian biscotti.
Yum.
How did that go?
It went well. My family were fans.
Excellent.
Nice.
Perfect. I'm on my way over, Beth.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
got to be kind of a hard thing to make, yeah.
Okay, let's get things going. You each have a screw you can use. If you don't know the answer to a question, you don't think your opponent knows it either, you yell out screw before the buzzer, and we'll give your question to your opponent.
Here we go. We start with a multiple choice question for you, Beth. If you're having Tommy John surgery, are they working in your knees, your elbows, or your shoulders?
Elbow.
Elbow is right. Good
Nice.
job.
Okay, 1-0.
Spencer, is Florence by Mills a cosmetic line owned by Millie Bobby Brown, Florence Pugh, or Katy Perry?
Screw.
Okay. Beth, you
Do
hope shit on this.
you know who makes Florence by Mills? Is it Millie
I
Bobby
don't, but I'm
Brown?
gonna guess.
I'm sorry?
I don't, but I'm going to guess. Is it A?
Millie Bobby Brown?
That is
Yes.
correct.
It
Yes.
is.
That is right.
Oh, screw worked against you there, Spencer. By the way, little tip. Don't use your screw on the multiple choice questions.
Yeah, bad choice.
Just a little for future reference.
Yes.
Spencer, this is going like your new fishing technique.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh, Zach, too soon.
Oh,
True.
it hurts now.
If Beth gets this right, she's won 3-0.
All right, Beth, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence have starred in how many Bad Boys movies?
Oh, my goodness. 3.
Yeah.
Is
guess.
right.
That's the
You
magic
could have
number.
said 3 or too many, and we would have accepted
Too many.
both.
Too many.
Zach, you haven't even seen them.
I still feel like 3 is too many.
That was very
My
salty.
God.
Congratulations, Beth.
Beth, you are the winner. And Zach, you're going to be slapped by Will Smith.
No biscotti for Zach.
Nashville is number 1,
We're number 1.
but we don't know what it is. Jim knows. He hasn't told the rest
Yeah,
of
you
us.
said this, and I
Yeah.
was like, number 1 in what?
Does anybody
And he
have a
says,
guess?
I'll tell you later.
Number 1 in the U.S. in this? Any guesses?
Raising the cost of living.
No, it's pretty much everywhere.
Pedal taverns,
We would win that one if
Yeah.
that was it.
if that was a category.
I have no idea.
Well, according to the geniuses at Quote Wizard, whatever that is,
Okay,
wizard?
off to a great start
whatever
here.
that is,
Quote wizard?
yeah, I know. We're the number 1 city in America for potholes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that makes a lot
yeah,
of
my
sense,
car could
yeah.
tell you that.
I say, like, while it
Yeah.
feels like that, if you've ever driven in other parts of the country,
Yeah.
that doesn't feel true. Like, if you're
There's
in a-
potholes everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's a lot here.
That's true.
There
And maybe
are.
one of the things is we tend not to fix ours.
Right.
Yeah, that's
So-
probably part of the problem. Yeah.
I mean, the
That could
Northeast has a lot of potholes because they use so much salt on the road and it eats
Oh,
away
yeah.
the
Exactly.
the asphalt.
I'm pro at dodging potholes because there were so many where I lived growing up, but
I'm
there
a-
are a lot more here.
I'm apparently a pro at hitting all of them.
Also, they're mostly on the highways here, which are the
Right.
worst places
Yeah.
for there to be
Sure,
potholes.
because you're going like super fast, and then like when you hit it and you catch air,
Yeah,
Right.
like you-
exactly.
yeah, that's a bad thing,
You hit the pothole and it changes the radio station.
Exactly.
right?
I legit thought you were going to say we were number 1 for something good. And then you said potholes, and I'm like,
Well, we are.
well, that is true,
we
too.
are for good things.
Also, to give some legitimacy to this, Quote Wizard is insurance quotes. So they actually know what they're talking about here.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so it's those kind of quotes.
That
Okay.
does
Yes.
make sense.
Yeah.
Thank you for researching
A
that.
quote on your car repair.
I had to see how legit this source was.
Yeah, I mean, because like sometimes you get a thing in there from nerdgeek.org or something.
Gabbagabagoo.com, something ridiculous
Gabbagabagoo.
like that.
Exactly. So, you're not just imagining it. It's pretty bad here. So some of the other cities on here, Spokane, Washington, Yakima, Washington.
Yakima?
Yakima.
Philadelphia, and Seattle. So 3 of the 5 are in Washington State.
It looks
Yeah.
like Washington needs to get their crap together.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, or we got more than 3 other cities combined. I don't know.
True. I mean, I will say, if you've seen the commercials, which is actually very true, if you live in like Metro Nashville and you use the Hub Nashville app,
Yeah.
and you can like submit for potholes or for anything on the side of the road, and they actually come and pick it up or fix it.
So
Like
Did you
shockly.
say they pick up the potholes?
Yes,
They pick up the trash on the
potholes.
side, or they pick up the trash on the side of the road, or they fix the potholes.
Yeah.
Like it's
Good
weird.
recovery.
It actually works.
Yeah, but it's
okay.
Nashville too, so you can rent a pothole for like $2,000 a month to
Exactly.
live in.
Right.
You know,
Honestly,
it's
not a bad idea.
Plus utilities.
It's cheapest you'll find.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some of
Okay.
the gulch potholes are amazing.
So stop complaining
Yeah.
and tell the Hub app.
Yeah, complain via the Hub Nashville app, and
All
it
right.
actually works.
All right.
Good tip.
Well,
You're welcome.
that's
There we go.
That's
We've-
helpful.
We've all made our lives better.
We don't know what to
No
do
one's
with
going to
that.
do that.
We don't know what to do.
Oh yeah, no one is going to do that. They're just going to roll down their window and yell at the darkness. But,
Yeah.
you know,
We appreciate the tip anyway.
it's a really good
welcome.
idea. Yeah, it's a great idea that nobody will do.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Zach.
This is pretty wild. It's a story that's going viral of the world's oldest twins born from embryos frozen 30 years ago. So I saw this all over the internet, and I guess that this couple had like these embryos frozen in 1992. And then they were donated to the National Embryo Donation Center, where then this family thawed them out 30 years later. So this year, and had twins that were born October 31st. And so I guess experts are saying this is the longest time on record between embryos being frozen and being born,
Wow.
which is so wild.
30 years.
That it could last that
30
long, yeah.
years.
That's got to be encouraging news for anybody who is freezing their eggs.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That they can
absolutely.
survive.
So I guess
way
the
past what we
couple
thought.
that did it apparently already has 4 other children, but now they're saying their twins are actually their oldest children because they're 30 years old. So it's kind of cute. They're welcome to like a very, very sweet, healthy family. So
nice.
it's really,
Yay.
really sweet, but it's wild that they can literally freeze them for 30 years
So
and they'd be
long.
perfectly fine.
Blows the mind.
Yeah. Jim, what you got?
So a lot of schools have off this entire week, but others don't. But a bunch of schools are closed today, like Robertson County schools and Cheatham County schools, because of illness-related absences.
Oh yeah, flu was going around.
Yeah, so the flu, or people are traveling and say, my kid's sick, and we want to go
Yeah.
to Disney World.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Ricky, what you got?
So for the first time in more than 70 years, there's finally a female crash test dummy.
Oh.
Bet you guys didn't know that there's never been a female crash test dummy.
I do know that.
There's been children and men,
Yeah.
never a female.
People have said, why aren't you?
Which is extremely dangerous because as you're doing all of the testing,
Right.
you don't then know how a female would react in any of these scenarios.
Right.
Exactly.
So for the first time in more than 70 years, we now have a female crash test dummy.
All
so
right.
that's
That it
good.
took that long.
Yep.
Wow.
Absolutely insane. But now it's here, so that's really cool.
Feels like everybody is moving to Tennessee.
Yeah.
So if you missed this story, it looks like Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian may be moving to Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah, so Travis Barker posted a photo of them together and said, "Spent my birthday in Tennessee," and Kourtney Kardashian immediately commented on it and was like, "Let's move there ASAP." And
lot of-
Travis Barker's response was, "Yes!"
So we can be one of their 30 houses.
I was just going to say, a lot
Yeah.
of people say that, but like it's one of their many houses.
Yeah.
So they spend like, 3 or 4 weeks here.
Yeah, and I will say, according to the comments and what it looked like in the photos, we don't know exactly where they were, but it looks like they were near like Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg.
Okay.
So it looks like they were out that way, like towards the Knoxville area is what it looks like in the photos and via the comments and everything. That's where it looks like they were. So how would you guys feel about welcoming Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian?
Why not? Yeah.
I welcome all.
Yeah.
Just be nice. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Just be kind.
Yeah.
I would tell them to run.
And if you're not nice, just stay over there in Sevierville.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody that is, I guess, knows people that are professional, like, house managers.
Yeah.
So, like, basically, a lot of celebrities have houses here, but they only spend a little bit of time here.
Right.
So, like, the house manager stays there, makes sure that everything is ready should that celebrity couple or person decide to show up at any given time.
That sounds like a dream job.
That does sound like a cool job.
I would love to talk to somebody who has that job. Like, what kind of stuff do you have to do? Like, what do you have to make sure is like ready at all times? Like, and then the rest of the time, is it really boring? Because
I feel like it'd be fabulous.
Yeah, it's gotta be
You get to
so
live in this
nice.
mansion for free.
Yeah. If anybody does that for a job, you don't have to reveal who the celebrity is, but yeah, I'd love.
Yeah,
talk
let
to
us
the
know
show.
for real.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
You can always call us at 615-737-9107. I want to know, do you work for a celebrity and what do you do?
When they're gone.
Woody and Jim in the morning, 107.5 The River. For Thanksgiving, are you one of those weird families that puts salad out?
We're not the Kardashians, okay?
Everybody likes to put on the show.
Yeah.
I'm eating healthy
Look
salad.
at
I'm
me.
trying to think about it.
But
I don't
actually-
think my family ever did.
They said salad as a side dish might actually help you eat more.
Why?
Because I guess it kind of breaks up, it gives you like a little fiber and,
It's a little reprieve from the heaviness of everything else.
That it might clear the path for you to put in more unhealthy things.
Yo, I'm in. Somebody feed me salad on the side. Means I can eat more stuffing? Yes.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. If there's stuffing, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes,
Right.
green bean casserole, I'm not going for a
The
salad.
salad is probably going to be your last choice.
I'm not going for that.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
And nobody really wants it, so why prepare it?
Yeah, it's a
take
waste.
The time and
Yo,
clean
I
it?
love a good salad.
On Thanksgiving?
Yeah, any day of the week.
Most of that's going in the trash.
It absolutely is.
I hate to say it.
Nobody wants
Or
that.
it just goes back in the refrigerator where it turns brown and you throw it away.
Yep.
We pretend
Yeah.
we're going to have it
Yeah.
later.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But we don't.
Yeah. There's always somebody that is that person at the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters. We talked about drunkles the other day.
Yeah, and how you
and
want to, work to get them out of there.
That's one of them, who might, if you're lucky, falls asleep on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
But who are the other people at the party? Like, if we had to, like, look around, and none of us have really spent many Thanksgivings together. So, like, who would you be at the big Thanksgiving dinner? Are you like that type?
This may come as a surprise, but I'm kind of the picky person.
What do you mean, piggy person?
Does Woody have to have the plates where the food doesn't touch?
Sometimes.
Is he that guy?
Sometimes.
But I'm always judgmental about some things that I don't like.
Like?
I hate yams. Oh, God.
What
I
is a
love-
yam?
I hate yams.
Like a sweet
It's sweet
potato.
potatoes. And
It's a yam.
and they're made like with the marshmallows on top. And
No,
stuff
I'm
like that.
out.
So
No.
good. Brown
Ugh.
sugar? Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm out.
And I judge everyone else for eating it.
So
too.
I
You know,
love
like,
it.
"Oh,
So you're the guy
oh."
who's like, as the platters are being brought to
Yeah.
the table, you're going, yay, ew,
Yeah.
yay,
Yeah. Turkey comes out, mashed potatoes, gravy. I'm good with that.
You're that guy.
I'm
the
that
super
guy.
judgy person, okay?
Okay. I'm the judgy guy.
I'm going to take a guess at Zach, because I used to be, I think the guy.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm
Take
gonna-
a guess, Jim.
I used to be you. I think I'm just taking a guess that you are like the drink hospitality person. You're like, I need to get you a drink, and then it's like one for me, one for you, and then like somebody else comes to the door.
That is correct.
I
Good
need to get you
job.
drunk enough so I can tolerate you.
Yeah, I'm typically in charge of making the drinks.
Okay.
Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
'cause I like to other people to be drunk too.
There you go.
I guessed right.
You're the alcohol butterfly. It's good.
Exactly.
Works.
All right, now, Zach, you've got the advantage because you've done like Friendsgiving and you've had Ricky over to your family Thanksgiving and stuff.
Yes.
So what character is Ricky at the Thanksgiving party?
She's
So
staring
it
at you without
depends on the
blinking right now.
scenario. So at her house, when we do Friendsgiving, she's like the hostess with the mostest.
Yeah.
Like she wants to make sure that everybody is comfortable and okay, and like makes plates and like shows everybody where everything is.
That's nice.
That's nice.
But if
I
she
can
goes
be nice sometimes, guys.
sometimes, but if she goes to like somebody else's Thanksgiving, then she's definitely the drunkle.
'Cause
That's your fault, though.
you already have it planned where she's coming to your
It's
mom's
literally your
house, right?
fault.
Okay.
She's like the fun drunk aunt. Like we drink together, and then she runs around, and she's the fun one.
Like
Yeah, last time you got me on like a unicycle, your family.
A unicycle?
Yes.
what is this, 1890?
Yeah.
Yes, his family got me on a unicycle last year.
I didn't know they still made those.
Yeah.
You only see
There's a video of
bears
me
riding them in
somewhere.
circuses.
There's a video of me somewhere, and I almost eat it.
A with one wheel?
One wheel,
Wait a
guys.
second. Were you also? Did you also have a handlebar mustache and everything was in black and white?
That's
Kinda.
right.
Crazy.
That is weird.
Yeah, Jim, how are you at Thanksgiving parties?
And where do you get a unicycle?
That's like, let's move on from my family.
My little brother has a unicycle, and he brought it to Thanksgiving. So I was like, oh my God, let's see if we can ride it. So
Can
of
he
course-
ride it?
Yeah, he can ride it
He's
really
like
well.
really good at it,
Wow.
actually. Like,
Wow.
it was
That's-
impressive.
So
That
if
is
you see us
impressive.
in the middle of Murfreesboro riding a unicycle, that's us.
Come say hi.
All right, I got to say, because if you remember, I earlier said I was you, Zach. I was the guy making sure everybody had a drink and, like, you know, welcoming and like, oh, let me top that off for you, that kind of guy.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think I realized after a while that I was doing that to avoid, like, the work in the kitchen. That's like
yeah.
no fun.
Sounds about right.
You know what I mean? That's no fun.
No fun.
You know, you get instant credit if you hand somebody a drink. You know, when you're
Right.
eating the food, you might just get a, hey, great job, cook. So I've turned responsible now. And, you know, I asked Jen, what do you want me to do? And that's I'm that guy. Like, just put me to work. I'll do it.
I feel like you would be the dish man afterward.
Dish man.
I'll help. I
Yeah.
actually am pretty good now at asking people who don't
107.
to do it.
Okay.
So like, hey, let's all do the dishes instead of, you know, one guy sitting there and, you know,
I'm not going to
watching
your house
football.
for Thanksgiving. Let's have a dishwashing party.
Yeah. It's a dishwashing party.
Thanks for listening to and recommending the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Listen to Woody and Jim in real time every weekday morning on 107.5 The River, Nashville, or live on the iHeartRadio app.